I am overwhelmed to be a part of this interaction, which is aimed at deriving solutions to achieve a hunger-free world. Hunger, and particularly issue of hungry kids, is not only an issue limited to India, but it has its presence in almost all parts of the world, including some of the developed nations. Also, this problem we are facing. India is aiming to be developed nation in the next 25 years. By the 100th anniversary of its Independence Day, today's kids will be tomorrow's leaders running the country, and which makes it critical to ensure the young generation is well nourished and strong through healthy, nutritious meals. Even though the Indian government subsidizes midday meal cost, the resources and infrastructure are inadequate for the government alone to fulfill the need. The NGOs have an important role to play in bringing about the public-private partnership (PPP), which can support government's well-intended efforts to feed hungry kids. We need to financially empower poor, destitute families by providing jobs, skills, and other means for their survival. My advice to the NGO executives who have joined us today is that realize and establish by action that all of you are important pillars of indoors to realize a dream of hunger-free world. No Kid Hungry campaign is successful in many countries. However, we need to pitch in more and more NGOs for this task. I am happy to know that the next big initiative is being kicked off from India, where all international efforts will be focused. Share Our Strength has been operating in the US for more than 35 years and is the biggest and the most impactful NGO serving in the child hunger field by facilitating school meal programs and across all 50 states in the US. Share Our Strength has formed partnership alliances with Akshay Patra, the Breakfast Revolution, and Dr. Prakash Amte's Lok Biradari Prakalpa, and has been granting funds over the last few years to help scale the impact of their programs. It is heartening to note that Share Our Strength wishes to serve on a more dedicated basis in India to help raise additional funds, accelerate the growth of its partners, and inspire new leaders by galvanizing a platform with national reach to work with communities and corporations aiming to eliminate child hunger in India. As I said in the beginning, India is aiming to be a developed nation in the next 25 years by the 100th anniversary of its Independence Day. Kids who are in the 5 to 18 years of age right now will be the leaders at that time, running most of the nation's machinery. The government, machinery, NGOs, influential individuals, and generous people, corporate and industry houses should join hands so that our future leaders in 100 years of independence and ahead should be raised with utmost care, including their education, food, and grooming as an able, strong, and responsible citizens. I request NGOs to bat for nutrition as well during their efforts to feed the hungry kids. I am giving one of the example to you that in India we have lot of export of soybean cake. It contains 49% proteins. In the USA, by their research and development, they are making veg chicken and veg mutton by using soybean cake, adding some chana powder in it, and that formulate the particularly that particular product which contains 49% proteins. And it can be very useful, particularly in the area of malnutrition. The soybean cake is available with the at least of 36-37 rupees per kg. And if anywhere the research in USA, by converting this nutritious field contains maximum protein, and if we can give that food to in the area where the malnutrition problem is there, it can be a grateful help for the country. I know that as a NGO you are helping to the people, giving financial support for that. But at the same time we have to use the technology. By using solar technology, we can reduce the cost of the food, and at the same time the waste food also we can be used for making energy from that. My request to all of you that using of different type of food grain and material in it, that can be now easily available, because the government in godowns we have got lot of food grain is available. We can try our level best that for this Akshay Patra and different type of people, NGOs who are doing excellent jobs, where we can make some scheme by which subsidized rate we can see that the wheats, then rice and all type of thing will be available with a reasonable rate. By making the formulation is equally important, because to making good formulation, good taste, we need research and development. And using of different material in it, it is also very useful. Particularly in Indian scenario, we have import of the edible oil of 1,50,000 crore. And we have shortage of edible oil. But at the same time, we want to use this our soybean cake, which contains 49% protein, is already exported to the world for animal fodder. My request is, if any research is there, and if the people like you can contribute, there are people, I know the people who want to make it. By their collaboration, we can make a nutritious food, and even we can make nutritious food for the poor people. It's contain 49% protein, so it can be very useful. Regarding the quality of food, no doubt, the way in which Akshay Patra and the different NGOs are doing, the quality is excellent. Regarding distribution system is also good. Their kitchens are modern. They are using all the new technology, and at the same time, the processing is also equally good. But my suggestion is, for nutritious food, whatever the world new research is available, and what are the raw material which is available with a lower cost in India, on the basis of that, if we can fix up the formation of the proteinous food, it can be a great help to the people who are actually facing the problem of malnutrition. Particularly I am running 1200 Ekal Vidyalaya in Gadkari district, which is supposed to be the capital of Naxalite movement, which is socially, economically, educationally backward. In my NGO, the name is Lakshmanrao Mankar Trust. We have now 23,000 students and the Ekal Vidyalaya, and we have 1800 teachers. We are working in Medghat, Gadchiroli, then the area in Gondia, Varda, particularly in the tribal area where we are facing the malnutrition problem. The Vikas Amte already doing excellent job in Gadchiroli districts. They have the hospitals. Even the hospital can be used for giving nutritious food to the poor people. Particularly the tribal community, they are facing two problems. One is thalassemia and sickle cell is a big problem. In Nagpur region, the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe population in Nagpur, Varda, Chandrapur, Bandara and Gondia, they are facing the problem of malnutrition, at the same time sickle cell and thalassemia. The problem is that the cost of the medicine is very high, and the bone marrow also is very costly. So today I am trying my level best to start bone marrow in AIMS hospital in Nagpur. This population is in lakhs, facing crucial problem. At the same time, they are facing crucial problem of malnutrition. So this type of food, there is a new technology for fast food and other thing also. So if also we can make this with fast food and giving with a very, very reasonable cost, without making profit also to them, it can be a great help to the poor people. I am not expecting that we should give all the thing free of charge. Somewhere we will offer them free of charge. Somewhere we offer them very reasonable rate, subsidized and reasonable cost, and by which we can resolve the problem of hunger and particularly the malnutrition. Hunger is also a problem, and malnutrition is a problem. And in hunger, if we give the supplement food with the proteinous food, it can be a great help to the poor people. The people who are socially, economically, educationally backward, we need to help them. I always talking to the people about a very beautiful song. That song is चलो जलाए दीप वहाँ जहाँ अभी भी अंधेरा है. हम दीप वहाँ जलाए जहाँ अंधेरा है. I am also doing my social work as whatever is possible for me in lot of NGO, and I am doing trying giving training to the ladies, particularly making of using waste material and making some galiches from that. Different type of thing we are doing it, and Mahila Bachat gets self-help group also we are helping them. So there are people who are facing the problem of malnutrition. I am lastly appealing you that USA has got the successful technology of veg chicken and veg mutton. Now the original chicken and mutton rate in India is more than 600 to 700 rupees per kg. And if you can make this veg chicken and veg mutton, which no one can identify, which is equal to real mutton and chicken, it is the technology is available in the USA. There the branding companies are there, and the rate will not be more than 100 rupees per kg with 49% protein in it. So by giving this technology, you can give me the technology or sponsor the technology. We will make the material. I will talk with the manufacturer. We will take that material and giving it to the poor people with a reasonable rate, and that can be a great thing, not only for hunger, but giving also the proteinous food for the poor people. I am from Nagpur, Vidarbha region. We have tribal community here, majority in 5 districts. Then we have, these are aspirant districts, the Washim, Wardha, then even in Gadchiroli, Chandrapur, Gondia, Bandara, even in Akot area, Chikaldara, Melghat, everywhere these problems are there. There are already some doctors are doing excellent job as a NGO, and also the people like Vikas Amte, Prakash Amte and his son also, they are doing excellent job. And I am really happy that your social consciousness, social responsibility and social initiative is very important. You are in USA, but still you are thinking about the poor people of the country, poor people of the world. I really appreciate your social sensitiveness and your conviction for the poor people. I am really happy for that. This is exactly the theme of the life, that manasa satatam smaraniyam, vachasa satatam vadaniyam, lok hitam mama karaniyam. The people who are socially, economically, educationally backward, जिनके पास रहने के लिए मकान नहीं, खाने के लिए रोटी नहीं, शरीर पर कपड़ा नहीं, उनको हम दरिद्र नारायण को भगवान माने और हम उनकी निरंतर सेवा करते रहे। और जिस दिन उन व्यक्तियों को रोटी, कपड़ा और मकान मिलेगा, उसी दिन हमारा कार्य पूरा होगा। ऐसा पंडित दीनदयाल उपाध्याय जी ने अपने सोशो इकोनॉमिक थिंकिंग ऑफ अंत्योदय उसमें कहा है। मैं और एक अच्छी बात आपको कहूँगा कि मैं पुराने कपड़े इकट्ठा करता हूँ, पुराने जूते इकट्ठा करता हूँ, फिर उसको आल्टर करके फिर भी वो ट्राइबल एरिया में बेचता हूँ। तो बहुत से घरों में ऐसा है। मेरे घर में अभी 2 बेटे की शादी हुई और बेटी की शादी हुई, तो बहुत अच्छी साड़ियाँ थी। तो मैं सुनील देशपांडे करके, उसका डेथ हो गया कोविड के कारण, वो मेड़घाट में काम करता है अमरावती जिले में जहाँ ट्राइबल लोग हैं। तो मैंने उसको 200 साड़ियाँ भेजी और उसने पिछले 3 साल से उनके शादी में वो साड़ी जाती है। तो अभी वहाँ के ट्राइबल लोग, शादी होती है तो उसकी पत्नी वहाँ काम करती है, उनके पास आते हैं कि गडकरी साहब के घर का आहेर, वो जो साड़ी है वो हमको दो। तो मैं अभी मेरे घर से भी और लोगों से इकट्ठा करके वहाँ साड़ियाँ बेचता हूँ। बाद में मैंने अभी ये जो कॉटन वेस्ट से मैटिन बनाया अच्छे, वो देखने के बाद लोग बोलते कि ये 5,000 रुपये का, वो बनाए 400 रुपये में, यानी उसकी कॉस्ट आपके हिसाब से $5 है, तो गरीबों को मैंने वो भी वहाँ बांटे हैं, देता हूँ। और अभी मेडिसिन में भी काफ़ी लोग काम कर रहे हैं। अभी नासिक यूनिवर्सिटी, हेल्थ यूनिवर्सिटी भी कर रही है, काफ़ी प्रोजेक्ट चल रहे हैं। एजुकेशन में भी काम चल रहा है। एक प्रॉब्लम यह है कि जो आदिवासी बच्चे जो सोशली इकोनॉमिक बैकवर्ड है, उनको डिस्ट्रिक्ट सेंटर पर एजुकेशन के लिए कोई हॉस्टल्स अगर बनाए जाएंगे और हॉस्टल में उनको अगर फूड और रहने की सुविधा एक 25 रुपये 50 रुपये महीने से सब्सिडाइज मिल जाएगी, तो इनमें से बहुत से लड़के इंजीनियर, डॉक्टर, IAS ऑफिसर बन सकते हैं और आगे जा सकते हैं। पर वो जब 7वीं 8वीं तक गांव में पढ़ते हैं और बाद में वो पैसे के कारण पढ़ नहीं पाते, तो स्कूल और कॉलेज खोलने के बजाय जहाँ स्कूल और कॉलेज खुले हैं वहाँ उनकी रहने की व्यवस्था अगर हम करते हैं इन लड़कों की, तो फूड भी मिलेगा और पढ़ाई भी मिलेगी, तो इनका भविष्य बन सकता है। ये ऑलरेडी हम लोग भी NGO के साथ मिलकर काम कर रहे हैं और आप भी अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं। आई एम रियली हैप्पी। आई एम गिविंग माई स्पेशल थैंक्स एंड बेस्ट विशेस टू ऑल ऑफ यू। रियली यू आर डूइंग ए नोबल जॉब। जो तुकाराम महाराज ने कहा है कि जेका रंजले गांजले त्यासी म्हणे जो आपुले, तोची साधू ओळखावा देव तेथेची जाणावा. To serve these people means it's we are making one type of pray to the God. ये भगवान की ही प्रार्थना है, ऐसा मैं समझता हूँ। और इसलिए कोई किसी भी भगवान को मानते होंगे, अल्टीमेटली भगवान एक ही है। और इसलिए आप जो काम कर रही है ईश्वरी काम है ये, और इसके लिए आप जो कर रहे हैं, इसलिए मैं तो आज USA में नहीं हूँ, पर मैं दिल से फ्रॉम कोर ऑफ माई हार्ट आई एम गिविंग बेस्ट विशेस टू ऑल ऑफ यू। और एक रिक्वेस्ट मैं करूँगा कि इसके बारे में जैसे देने वाले लोग 2 4 5 प्रमुख नहीं होने चाहिए, वो कितना देते ये इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है। ये जो सोशल कॉन्शियसनेस और सोशल रिस्पॉन्सिबल अवेयरनेस लाखों लोगों के मन में तैयार करना कि मेरा पेट भरने के बाद भी मैं गरीब के लिए कुछ करूं, पहले अपना देखूं, अपना घर अपना परिवार अच्छी तरह से चलाऊं, अपने को सब प्रकार की आवश्यकताओं को पूरी करूं और फिर उसके बाद गरीब के लिए सोचूं और कुछ करूं। इतना भी सोचने का अगर सब लोगों के मन में एक विचार आ जाएगा तो बहुत जल्दी सोशियो इकोनॉमिक ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होगा और देश में और दुनिया में बहुत बड़ा परिवर्तन होगा। मुझे बहुत खुशी है कि यू आर डूइंग एक्सेलेंट जॉब्स। I am really happy. There are some USA people are there, some Indian people are there. I am seeing them. I am really happy. I am really proud of all of you. I am very much proud of you. I am giving my best wishes from core of my heart for this noble cause, what you are doing. Once again, very, very best wishes to all of you for your cause and for your mission, and all NGOs and institutions and the people who are doing excellent job in USA for this cause. And again, giving my thanks to all of you and giving opportunity for me to interact with you. Once again, thank you very much. Namaskar. Dhanyavad.
Thank you very much for your blessings, Nitinji. It's amazing, loaded. To the extent that you have a few more minutes, a couple of questions that were raised from the previously raised from the audience. We believe that the government has a significant role in enabling this. For example, in the US, the government subsidizes 100% of the meals, and Share Our Strength has successfully worked with all 50 states in the US, with both parties remaining bipartisan, focusing on the advocacy and the policy aspect of it. So as we endeavor here to work with Akshay Patra and other organizations, what can we expect? What are the do's and don'ts? Any advice, any counsel that you can give as a government steward? We want to listen to that, please.
Actually, I'm not the minister for the particular this department, it is food and civil supply. But my suggestion is you prepare one proposal and giving it to me. I will talk with the food and civil supply ministry and tell them whatever the NGOs registered by the department, they are doing Akshay Patra and other people. We will fix up some norms for them and government will give as long as free of cost or reasonable rate, half of the market price also, they can give their material to the NGOs where they can utilize that. My suggestion is in place of government, I'm talking about just like a soybean cake. Now, the cost of the chicken and mutton in the market is more than 600 rupees per kg. And we will get the cost of this chicken and mutton, veg chicken and veg mutton from that soybean cake, that will be less than 100 rupees. So by using the technology, we can reduce the cost and make it with a packaging, good packaging, and we can offer it to the people also. And this protein is filled in the backward area for the poor people. It not only give them, they fulfill the hunger, but they will give proteins to them. So this type of, by using technology and innovative models, we also can subsidize the thing and we can make the things. So in India, you give me your detailed vision and your expectation from the government to me. I will pursue the matter to the concerned department and I will try to support you and help you in it.
That is amazing. Thank you very much. I forgot to mention that Rambhav Parsurkar and Smita Parsurkar are in the audience also. And we will, with their help, we will bring such a proposal to your attention as well. Thank you for doing that. The one other thing I want to highlight is that the pilot programs today and tomorrow, we will be thinking through to create 2 or 3 new pilot program to test. And the current idea is to start rolling it into Nagpur first. Test that in maybe February or March, Nagpur. So in terms of the political landscape or the in general the environment there, which we believe is very very conducive, any specific guidance to make sure that the blueprint that we create for Nagpur is becomes successful, which we can then take to different cities to roll out. So any Nagpur specific advice?
My suggestion is you can appoint any 2-person, 3-person committee and send it to me. I will give them opportunity to see and verify the project where we need. Just I'm giving the example. In Amravati district, the Medghat area is there. In Akola, in Akot Tehsil, that is near in Satpura region, it is near to Medghat, the area is there. In Amravati district, near to Daryapur, their area is there. In Wardha district, the Asti and Arvi Tehsil, the tribal area is there. In Gondia, Bhandara and Gadchiroli is full of all this problem. So I will give them opportunity to first identify what are the problems, what are the health problem, what are the nutritious problem, what is the problem with the food, and making the study and research of all the things. On the basis of that, they will prepare the proposal and give it to you. Then it will be more effective. Then in corporation school, particularly in the city area, now the per capita income is not very good, but reasonably it's up to the mark. So the people can, the even the poor family, at least they have some food for them. But in the remote area, there is a problem is very very crucial. So by making research and survey and studying the problem, on the basis of that, you can formulate the policy where I will help you in that. And on the basis of that, exactly the effective program, if you can plan, then that can be more useful. So in the Nagpur, you appoint anybody, you tell to Mr. Parsodkar. He is my friend. So I will tell him, and I will also see that the appropriate person will give him the detailed information about it, because I am also doing the work in this area. And on the basis of that, they can plan the policy and they can give the recommendation to you. On the basis of that, you take the decision what as your choice, how you are going to work for that.
Wonderful. We will do that. Thank you for that offer again. And I'll make this last question. I know that you'd committed 30 minutes and we're coming up on time, but one last question. And this is because I admire we all of us do, your entrepreneurial spirit and so much that you've achieved at such a young age. In that context, one thing I should note is that tremendously share our strength success has come in the US by way of organizing the industry. Whether it's 25,000 restaurants or hundreds of large corporations, hundreds of chefs, we have created successfully a platform where everybody who has a strength to share can come, and then we're able to distribute that. We have learned that no such concept yet exists in India, and we believe that's where we can bring some value. And today's workshop is an example of that. Any advice from your entrepreneurial side perspective? Is it possible? Is it not possible? What might it take? Should we even?
I will give you two suggestions. I always talking about the two philosophy. One is the knowledge. The innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skilled and successful practices. We name it as knowledge, and conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future. And the second philosophy is no one is West. No person is West. It is depending upon the appropriate technology, it is depending upon the vision of the appropriate leadership that you can convert West into wealth. I know that there are a lot of new initiatives has taken in USA in the different fields. The new successful technology are there. For example, I am telling you, I am related to the transport. In India, we are making electrolyzer, and the company is exporting their electrolyzer 90% production to USA for making green hydrogen. So whatever the new technology available in the USA, if you can offer that technology in India and make the joint venture, it can be a great thing. And whatever, now I am a transport minister. My dream is to make Indian automobile industry within 5 years number one manufacturing hub in the world. So we have electric, ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, bio-CNG, bio-LNG. Now we are making bio-bitumen from rice straw. We are making bio-CNG and bio-LNG from rice straw. We have lithium-ion battery. We have aluminum ion, zinc ion, sodium ion in developing stage. We have aluminum air technology. We are on green hydrogen. We have now started flex engine using 100% ethanol. So different field we are doing a lot of experiments, and fortunately the Indian startups are very, very intelligent. They are doing excellent job in USA also. So as a knowledge, as far as Indian young talented engineering manpower is the great strength for India. And many people are doing excellent research in USA also. So I feel that you need to establish cooperation, coordination and communication between the stakeholders, and by which it can be a win-win situation for both. So I know that today's subject is only related with the hunger particularly. So, but you can on this line also, regarding food technology also, you can think on that line, and some new technology you can launch to India, and some of the new successful experiment from India you can take to the USA. So this is a big subject. There are a lot of things. It's a subject where I am very committed with passion with this subject. But today's function, your subject is limited to particularly one subject. But when you will be in India, we will discuss at length, and I will give the idea about it, and we will implement that.